everybody. Today's little session is going to be about the neck, and worked with this in class today, so you're welcome to find the video in our video library, but we worked on what is going on in the neck that might be kind of stiff or have tension and what the neck can do. So when we have these muscles here in the front of the neck is more what I'm talking about. They connect in near the collarbone. When they get short and tense, they tend to pull our head forward. So we either pull down and we start to get this rounded thing, and just a lot less freedom. Our posture is affected, obviously, and then a lot less freedom. So let's just start with turning your head side to side. And you'll see these muscles come out here, and they connect down in underneath the collarbones here, but we'll also just kind of anything, we're just going to go general here with the anatomy, but anything that's in around the collarbones, and maybe you feel a little bit of that tightness there, or maybe it's very free today, or it's not something that you think about very often. We often don't think about it very much. So let's do a couple things that might give us a little more freedom in this area. And also I wanted to mention that our collarbones sit right on top of our ribs, and so but we can try to sort of lift those collarbones off the ribs. So in lifting our arm up, we actually can lift that collarbone, and then when we exhale, we can breathe our ribs down. So let's go ahead and start with that. Just bringing the arms up, and we'll take a breath in, and we'll exhale. And we'll exhale, and you think about your ribs going down. Inhaling. Might feel like everything lifts up. Exhale, keep your arms lifting up, and exhale your ribs down. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Ribs down. Good. So your arms might be getting kind of tired. That's okay. We're going to just do 2 more breaths. But now I'm going to think about my elbow points just barely reaching out. So I'm sort of just see what that does for you when you inhale and exhale. Same thing with the arms. They're still lifting, but I'm doing this little bit of, not quite this, just a little bit of bend out with the elbows. And notice. Good. And then bring the arms down. Good. So did you notice anything when your elbows went out? Was there a little more aliveness happening maybe in the top of the shoulders into those collarbones? Because our shoulders really incorporate, the collarbone is part of the shoulder. We have the arm bone, we have the collarbone, and you have your scapula and that whole area. So they all work into the shoulders. So when we lift shoulder blade, we lift the collarbone, and we lift the arm bone. They all go up. But maybe with that elbow out, you kind of felt that. So let's go ahead and take our head side to side again. And just see if there's any difference for you. Yeah, so then let's take that one more step and come down into a seated position. And we'll come into a very typical Pilates position. And that's going to be with a rounded spine. I'm going to come back behind my sit bones, maybe grab behind my legs here. And notice I'm going to take my elbows out again. So reaching the elbows out a little bit like we just did in standing. And I'm still going to think about exhaling my ribs down. So even as I come here, I might even feel my chest kind of coming down. But my elbows are keeping this very alive up here, and my collarbone's almost lifted. So we're almost trying to take our collarbones off the ribs then. So let's do that a couple of times. Exhale. Rounding my spine, elbows working, arms working. Exhale. And if you want to add a little more challenge here, we could take our feet off and balance. Keep that breathing going. Still a little lift in my head. Reaching out the arms. And let that exhale happen. And then release. And then let's try our head side to side again. Good. How's that feel for you? So just a little mini, I saw someone on Instagram do a mini, they call it their movement snack. And so this little mini session might be really nice for any time you've got just these few minutes to do something. Because maybe your head feels really good, maybe you feel a little bit more alive, and well, hope it works for you. So join me for more on my regular classes and with anybody else at Pilates on Harrison. See you soon.